The party is already underway outside the Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena as the crowd arrived early to sample cuisines from some of LA's most trendy food trucks. As we count down to the 2011 Sony Computer Entertainment America E3 press conference. To our 2011 E3 press conference preview show. I'm Christina Lee standing outside, and check out the scene behind us. It is packed for our huge event tonight. And I'm standing alongside with Jeff Rubenstein, of course, with the award-winning PlayStation blog. Jeff, you are looking mighty fine, sir.
Thank you. I've tucked in my shirt for the first time in almost 3 years.
That is quite the feat. And Jeff, we're just minutes away from the big show. And one thing to note, though, is that the press conference is actually going to be streamed live this year. It's spectacular. I mean, we're expecting, what, over 5,000 people. The stream is definitely going to be on PlayStation Home. You'll also see it on the PlayStation blog, and of course online at PlayStation.com. So Jeff, even before the press conference has started, we're already a part of history.
Yeah, this is something that blog readers have been demanding for a long time. We used to do these live blogs, we typing it up, keeping up as best we can, but as good of writers as we are, or aren't, we really can't do justice to the trailers, and you're going to see some amazing stuff this year. So as soon as E3 ended last year, we said, we have to live stream it next year. You asked it, you demanded it, and now we're doing it.
Yep, so you're seeing much more of our faces. And also, of course, one thing to note is that over in the recent years, the press conference has usually taken place during the daytime, but this year it's switched up a bit so that it's happened at nighttime before the exhibit hall opens tomorrow. So what do those changes actually mean for us tonight?
Well, what that means is instead of rushing out of here to get to the show floor and keep those appointments, journalists get to relax. They get to see what we've got to show. We've got great stuff to show. Yeah. Even better, afterwards, they get to play what we've been showing. So 2 hours from now, people are going to be playing games that right now, they don't even know they exist.
That is insane. I cannot wait. All right, guys, and we're also going to throw it now to someone you're probably familiar with, many fans, I'm sure, on the PlayStation Network. It's Meredith Molinari. She is the host of the original reality series, The Tester. She's standing by with our first guest. Meredith?
Thank you so much, Christina. We are super excited to be here, and I have with me Brian Fleming of Sucker Punch. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So we have to talk about Infamous 2 because it comes out tomorrow. How cool. Did you plan that?
Well, I didn't plan it, but somebody must have. So, yes, it does launch tomorrow.
So we're very excited. So what are fans of the original going to love about this one? What did you guys keep the same?
Well, I think the first thing is that fans are really excited that they can bring some of their karma and their experience points forward into the game. So, you know, it's not for lost. If you haven't played the original, you can go get it off the PSN right now as part of the Welcome Back program. Maybe build up some XPs, get some karma, and then pick up Infamous tomorrow and carry it forward.
Very cool. So now you guys got a plan. That's what you're going to go do. So it takes place in New Marais. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
All right. Now, it kind of reminds me a little bit of New Orleans. Was that purposeful?
Yeah, very much. You know, we spent a lot of time thinking about where we wanted to go with the story and with Cole. And we really have a real affinity for New Orleans. We love the culture, the way that even the light and the atmosphere is down there. It's got that kind of really moody, mysterious quality to it. You have such good architecture.
Yeah, it's like Victorian romanticism a little bit, yeah.
Absolutely. You have certainly the sort of traditional architecture, but then you also have kind of organics with swamps, and you know, there's been a lot of history and news made there. So it's a really great fit for us.
Very cool. So talking about Cole McGrath, I heard he maybe have some new powers on the rise. We're going to hear a little bit about that inside.
Well, you know, you can't make a superhero game and not give some new powers. So, you know, last year at E3 we showed the Ionic Vortex. And you know, there's a whole set of these Ionic powers. Some of them are even karma-linked this time, where depending on if you're a good guy or more of a villain, those powers even develop at this really powerful Ionic level.
Very cool. Well, it comes out tomorrow, so if you have not already pre-ordered, now you know what to do. You said it's even launching at midnight in some places?
A few midnight launch events tomorrow afternoon. If you're in Seattle at the Lincoln Square Cinemas, we've got an event where a bunch of the team will be there. We're giving away jackets and hats and signing stuff, so it'll be cool.
Very cool. Everybody loves free stuff. Wonderful. Well, definitely go check out Infamous 2. It is launching tomorrow. That's June 7th. Brian, thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thanks for having me.
Enjoy your show.
Thanks.
Back to you, Christina.
Thanks, Meredith. All right, so we're only minutes away from our huge event tonight, which also means that we're only hours away before Cole's new powers are released. So we also have someone that's joining us from the PlayStation blog team. It's Ray Gutierrez, who's probably out there with the food trucks, biting into something. I don't know. Ray, where are you at?
There are 3 letters of the alphabet that everyone keeps repeating, and that's NGP. When I say NGP, my friend, what comes to your mind?
Oh. I'm so pumped, so pumped.
PSP, favorite game system, period. I know that seems silly. There's PS3, there's Xbox. PSP is my system. Yeah. So the next portable is going to be the thing that I'm most excited about. Now Dale North from the Structor, of course. Talk about your PSP collection. You don't just have US PSPs. You don't just got Antarctica PSPs. You got all sorts of PSPs. Talk about your collection. I have like the Japanese champagne PSP. Of course you do. I got the original black one. I have the Japanese blue one. I've got the 3000, like 2 different 3000s. So of course the PSP Go. Of course. I don't know I have all those. Both black and whites. Yes, but I love the system that much. My game library is like a building 6 shelves tall, full of PSP games and collectibles. I just love the system, so this is my jam. This is going to be my thing. So what's going to get you more excited today? You know, Kaz is going to come out with the NGP and go, bam, what do you want to see? I want to see a really good support of that back library so I'm not a creek, you know, it's just hanging out there. I also want to see they come fast and hard with, you know, new games so the system launches strongly. I think that's really important. And I know our good friend Nick Cheshire already got some hands-on time, and you have yet to touch the NGP. I have not touched it yet, so like today is going to be a glorious experience. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get you back in the post-show, and then we're going to get the before and after reaction. Yeah, you're going to go from oh to ah. Probably. We're going to do it together. I probably won't even make sense. Nice. Back to you guys.
Oh, well, look what we've got here. Glenn Percival from PlayStation Nation podcast, all the way out here from your farm in rural Wisconsin. What brought you out? What are you hoping to see?
Really hoping to see a lot of NGP stuff. Obviously, Starhawk. We got to go to the event down there, and we love that game to death.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that event. That was just a few weeks ago in Austin, Texas.
I'm a big fan of Warhawk. Starhawk, really, it plays like Warhawk still, but so much more involved. You know, you don't have that hover mode anymore, but it turns into the mech now, which, I mean, that was just huge when we saw that. The build and battle is really, really cool. It's very easy to do. Never takes you out of the action, which was kind of a fear of mine when I first saw it. You know, better graphics, better everything, and just great balance already.
Well, I've got good news for you, Glenn. We will see more on Starhawk, and you will learn more about NGP. Just a few minutes. Get in there and have a good time. Right now, we're going to send it over to Meredith Molinari.
Thank you, Jeff, and we are counting down to the E3 press conference, also counting down to Twisted Metal, which is why I have David Jaffee with me here. Let's talk a little bit about where Twisted Metal's at, release date, what can we expect to come up with it?
Well, let's see. I mean, yeah, it's down to the wire now. We're all working like crazy. To the point that we almost were like, let's not go to E3 this year because we're so slammed getting it balanced and tuned. But
You're so dedicated to do that for us and give up E3.
Dude, I'll tell you what, because gamers will kill you if you release a crappy game, as they should. They'll freaking eat you alive. So we're just terrified of you guys. We just don't want to get, you know, on your bad side. But no, yeah, we're tuning like crazy and balancing and finishing up bosses. And in fact, we're showing our first boss here, which is really the beginnings of single player, which we haven't really unveiled yet. So it's just going great. I mean, it's a lot of work, but the team's doing amazing out in Utah and Santa Monica. So I think we're going to have something really special.
That's awesome. Okay, so take us back to last year's E3. You guys closed the show. Sweet Tooth came crying like gangbusters out there, right onto the stage. What was that like for you?
It was, well, it was really exciting. I mean, it was very nerve-wracking for a couple of reasons. I've said before, if you actually get in the back of this, we should have done this interview in the back because it probably to this day still smells like gasoline because it was a functioning truck and there was all these cords and cables and we were just worried it was going to spark and blow it, you know. Yeah. It would have been like, you know, our amazing. I mean, we would have died, but can you imagine closing the press conference with a burning ice cream truck coming on stage and us inside screaming, and it would have been great. Yeah, and we think it's just going to be best Twisted Metal we've ever made. We're excited.
We're super excited to see it. It's going to be a lot of multiplayer, a lot of dark humor, and mass destruction, which we have come to love about the Twisted Metal franchise. Thank you, David Jaffee, for talking with us. Enjoy your show.
You too.
All right, guys, back to you.
All right, guys, so the pre-press conference reception is finally wrapping up. People are moving inside, getting excited, and Jeff, that means we're a bit out of time. So what are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are I want to get over to one of these taco trucks pretty soon.
Yum.
But also, once the press conference wraps up, we're not done. We're going to be pulling people off the stage from Naughty Dog, from Insomniac, some of our execs, and we're going to be talking to them live. So make sure you stay around for that.
Definitely stick around. And guys, lastly, you know, since 1995, Sony Computer Entertainment has always been making big announcements at E3, which only means that we have to leave you guys with looks at some of our biggest moments from years past. From all of us at the PlayStation Network, I'm Christina Lee, and this is Jeff Rubenstein. And we will see you guys after the press conference. Enjoy the show. Thanks for joining us.
Naughty Dog Incorporated are the creators of the most successful video game series ever for PlayStation, Crash Bandicoot.
It's time to party!
As of today, the DualShock analog controller is now packed in as standard with PlayStation hardware.
The real question for 2001 is who is going to be in the number 2 spot.
You play it and you actually feel like you're controlling something, and it's a lot of fun. It's really addictive, actually.
Today is the official North American PSP debut. More than 100 games are in development around the world.
This is PlayStation 3.
Today, PlayStation 3 is real. The future becomes reality. We're set to launch the PlayStation 3 this November.
What I have in my hand here is a prototype of a new controller.
There we go.
I love gaming. In the next year, PlayStation will take both its innovation as well as its content to a completely new level.
We're on the verge today of a future unlike any in the previous 15 years. We're delighted that all of you are along for the ride.